Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of A and B to C with your host, me, Bob, and my co-host here, Adrian. So, sir, how have you been?
Yeah, I'm better now. Actually got over my flu or cold or whatever it was. So yeah, I'm happily breathing again, and yeah, living life. What about you?
Well, not too bad. I'm doing well, mate. I'm doing well. So I managed to finally complete. Well, I think I mention it in the last episode, but I finished Ghost of Yotai. I've now moved on to Silent Hill 2. I'm now using
Nice.
actually my PC a lot more. So I've been playing, I forgot what that game was, that survival horror game, Something Human, which is kind of fun. I've been dipping in and out of that. What else?
Mm-hmm.
What else? I'm also finding it very difficult on certain things, making decisions on what to actually play on PC because I realized like, oh wait, I should get that for the PlayStation, and then I'll get confused into like what the use case is, because like that's the weird thing is like you want to give your PC a specific use case as to
Mm-hmm.
why did you I built this thing, so what am I going to use it for? And I'm trying to find reasons to use it. So right now it's kind of like FPSs and stuff like that, but I don't want to double dip in games that I've already got on the PlayStation because it's pointless. It's a waste of money.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Okay, too much choice. Not enough time to play it all. Yeah, I understand it.
Pretty much, but because of the PlayStation, the freebie, we get Silent Hill 2. So I've been giving that a go on that.
Mm-hmm.
I got to say, man, that game, wow, wow, you should give it a try. I mean,
I
it's
definitely will give it a go.
yeah, because I think it is a perfect remake of the original Silent Hill 2 game, but it just looks brilliant. Like,
Mm.
I think the opening scene doesn't do it justice. So yeah. Ooh, and additionally, I've been editing our first review video that should be launched
Ooh,
relatively soon. Actually, I'm not sure. Are we going to be launching it before this one goes out or after? Anyways, I'll just
we'll
say,
find. We'll work that. We'll work on that. We'll find
guys,
out.
like and subscribe. We are doing more different forms of content. We are going to be doing review videos. First one is Ghost of Yotai. We spent a bit of time. We put a bit of effort into the kind of editing of this one. Obviously, we're amateurs. We don't really do a lot of video editing, but we think this one came out great. So hopefully, give it a watch. Tell us what you think. So
I'd love to hear the
that's pretty
feedback.
much me, yeah. Well, but that's pretty much for me. I mean, what else have you been up to, sir? Because you have done some exciting stuff. You watched a fight that I wanted to watch.
Oh, the boxing. Was it Parker versus
Wardley.
what's his name? Wardley. Oh wow. I was there live for the event. Yeah, got tickets for a box VIP box, which was yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, people
Nice
saying it
pay
was
per
a
view.
controversial stoppage, though, wasn't it?
I don't know, he had him on the ropes and what's his name? Parker wasn't really fighting back. You
Yeah,
probably could
but
argue it's early. You probably could
I
give him a
look.
standing count or something, but
I think because we saw how Parker took damage from Joe Joyce, because that's the one where
mhm,
he got busted up proper. I don't think Parker was out. I think he was just riding the shots. I think it was the early stoppage. And look, I think Wardley is used to those kind of fights where he just fights on empty and he just starts
mhm.
swinging. But I think, okay, it's a bit too soon for him to be calling out Usyk, first off.
That was way too soon. I'm like, wow.
Uh, If he wants to
I don't
take
he's
on
not even
Usyk, fair
close.
enough, but he's not going to touch Usyk. He
Mm,
won't. He won't. And Usyk will dismantle him.
he
Yardley
will.
is not the most slickest or proficient boxer. I think also Parker's tactics in this one was wrong.
You think so? Like he's waiting too long to unload, or
I think he was
he's
sitting
just
on his
trying to
shots a
ride
bit
out the
more. I think he put on too much muscle mass for him. His frame was way too big. You can tell he was really struggling. Usually Parker has a good engine. Um,
Mhm.
this time around, he did eat some shots. I was also so surprised there was no knockdowns early on in that fight. Um, I just this Parker the Parker we needed for the job wasn't the right Parker to turn up on the night, and
You could,
that's
you
the way I
say
see
that, yeah.
it. I think Yardley becomes stuck pretty quick, and then he runs out of plays, and then he just relies on power.
It does serve him pretty well sometimes. So not the worst tactic to fall back on, but it's not the most
I call
reliable
him
all the time.
Yardley. Is it? Is Fabio Wardley right? That's his.
Wardley,
Yeah, yeah.
you're different.
Yeah, I got the name
But
wrong.
yeah,
But yeah, but effectively, yeah, he sat on his shots a bit too much. I didn't like it. I didn't like the way he was doing it. Yeah, I mean, look, bottom line's this: he he hmm, he's not the most skilled fighter. I gotta say, he isn't. I mean, if you look at his last 3 fights, all of them have been slugfests, and his nose is what worries me the most. That nose of his, he's got a cut on the bridge of his nose, and that's the first thing to go. Anyone with a half decent jab, which I would have
yeah,
thought Parker would have done, could have busted his nose up open early. Early, because
could have, but yeah,
that's what I mean. Though he wasn't like
type of fight. So yes,
he wasn't sticking behind the jab, which I thought he would. Weird
yeah,
game plan though.
yeah,
Weird
he
game
got it
plan.
wrong on the day. Yeah, so
What I was gonna say
but
though, what did you think of his game plan?
it, I think you're trying to wait for him to Wardy to tire out from what it looks like, from what I was noticing.
The funny
Then
thing is,
unload
he
him
was
afterwards.
tiring out
But
though. He
yeah,
was
that's the thing.
tiring
Is
out.
like he took a bit more damage than I thought he would have
Mm,
in the earlier rounds. So yeah, you see him slowing down a little bit. Wardley was gassing out a little bit as well, but then he's was landing power shots at times. So
yeah.
yeah, it wasn't like way behind. But I think Parker was ahead on points from overall. But
Parker's a bit of a weird fighter to me because, like, I think what it is like he shouldn't adapt too much to the opposition. I know you have to adapt to, but coming in that big, that heavy, um, always constantly like I know he tries to rebuild himself. I know, but then he is quite old, isn't he, Parker?
I'm not sure of his age.
I think he might be like 36 or 37. That's quite old for a heavyweight.
33.
Is he 33? Damn, he looks 37.
Eh,
Um, I look. The
yeah,
problem
but,
is now he's kind of knocked himself out of the contention for heavyweight, for that Usyk position.
yeah, but
He was next. He was next to fight
yeah,
Usyk, wasn't he? Well, now Wardley is.
Wardley is now. But it's like
Do you know what I would rather
I can't
see?
see none of them are even close to him, Usyk. I can't see him losing.
Do you know who I would like to see fight next in the heavyweight
Who?
division, just to kind of settle it? Moses Satama versus Wardley.
Ooh,
Power for power.
ooh, that'd be an
Look,
interesting
I
one.
love Wardley to bits. I always thought he was going to be a good fighter, but I just don't think he's world level.
Moses is a beast, though. That's the thing.
He's young though. Moses
Yeah,
is young.
he's
He hasn't
he's
got the
20.
experience.
Yeah, like
Who was that?
but,
Who's
yeah.
that other welterweight, British welterweight? Is it Shiraz? The lanky
I'm not
one,
sure.
the lanky one with range. Because there's a couple of them out there, and he got unstuck when he fought someone on the fringes of world level. Because he is world level, but he's not elite world level. Because I think world level can be broken down into like 2 sections. You got world level opposition, and you got the elite world level opposition. And I
Yeah, I see
just
what you're getting at.
and I just don't think I just don't think Wardley is elite.
You make entertaining fights. I'm not sure. Yeah, I can't even. I don't even see how could even come close to Usyk, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
Like, could he even lay a glove on him properly, if you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah. Anyways, I don't want to go too
I agree.
much into the
I
boxing
agree.
side of it, but we should have a boxing discussion. I love talking boxing. I think right now the heavyweight is fragmented. It's not as strong as it used to be in terms of excitement.
Mm.
Not the place at the moment to watch boxing. I actually think right now the most exciting places to watch it is probably 130, 127, and 135. And that's probably, was it welter? No, that's featherweight and then above. But we'll see.
Even some of the bantamweight fights are good. So it's like, yeah, I see what you mean. Like the lighter
Oh, what? Yeah,
fighters are doing well.
bantam. That's right, bantam. Yeah, I mean, you got Inoue. You have Casemiro lost. Oh my god, that was a bit of an upset for me. And then obviously on the UFC. Oh no, I said we are going to move on, but I just want to get this out of my chest.
Like a rabbit hole, but yeah,
What?
go on.
Yeah, no, but did you watch UFC as well?
I missed the UFC, but I saw some of the results.
Yeah, I know that Tom Aspinall defeat. What do you reckon? Eye
It's,
poke, lost his belts to an eye
yeah,
poke.
it's that's the problem with the MMA goes. It's easy to poke, but it's like at
Yeah,
that level,
he's a
if you poking
champion.
eyes, it's like
No,
yeah,
he's a
it's like
champion. He should never have. He should never have. He should never have quit on the stool.
that's,
Well, it is what it is. Anyways, guys,
yeah.
today's episode is a banger. So basically, me and Adrian are going to pick superpowers and we're going to discuss the pros and cons of how those superpowers could be used in the real world. There's going to be advantages, but sorry, not human physics, real world physics will also have its drawbacks. For example,
Mhm.
you wanted energy manipulation, but the energy has to come from somewhere. So does that mean when you use all the energy in your body, you die? So is that a power worth having? Those are the kind of discussions we're going to be having today. And those are the fun ones. For our Halloween special, I don't know, will this come out in time for Halloween? I do want to have everyone's ideas because I was thinking, what would you think if we took Adrian here through an adventure game type experience? So back in the day, right, you had those kind of dungeon adventures where someone will read a book and you're
Yeah.
given options and you
Oh
have a
damn.
bunch of dice in front of you, you roll them, and we'll see if you get a critical hit, and you can do like those kind of dungeon adventure
Yeah.
story time books.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. And there's only one player, Adrian. It's you. And it's going to be kind of
Yeah.
like a Dark Souls theme. So I will be the dungeon master. I'll be taking you through your adventure. And with the help of AI, it will help us form a dynamic narrative. What do you think of that?
so, so I got to solo my way through
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And it's going to
an
be a
almost
space,
impossible. Okay.
and it's a space horror.
A space horror. Oh
Yeah.
man.
So, like, think Xenomorph, think Dead Space, think. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to
Yeah.
be
I
a fun
guess
one.
I got that. Yeah.
Anyways,
I look
I
forward to it, but yeah.
I definitely will. I mean, I've been planning this for a bit, so yeah, we'll do that on the next one. But for now, let's
hmm
talk superpowers. Will you be a superhero or will you be a supervillain? Will these powers actually serve you well? Will they be your downfall? I don't know. So, Adrian, would you like to kick us off with your first superpower you have selected?
This one I think you may find interesting. It'd be magnetism, like Magneto's power.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's a lot of things that could happen with that, especially in this day and age with the, you know, how much
Okay.
metal
Is
is
it
used
is
with
it is it
digital.
magnetism like in Gen V and The Boys, where
That's like
you
Magneto's.
oh yeah, but like is it hmm. Okay. So you got the power of magnetism
hmm
and you can control metals at will, right?
It's like the whole magnetic spectrum you can pretty
Hmm.
much manipulate.
Because there's one thing I always kind of didn't understand about Magneto's powers.
What's that?
Okay, so are they being emitted from the body? So say hypothetically, right? You got Magneto here, the object's there. Is there an actual kind of a magnetic wave emitting from Magneto's body to the object, or or is it kind of like wireless, as in the magnetic properties of the object is being changed through some sort of
So good. I think it's from around his body. So
yeah,
it's
because
like
I thought it was like an electromagnetic field he
yeah,
projects.
like around him, and you that's where it originates from, and you can
Okay,
go for
so
distances and whatnot.
you do know the real world drawbacks of that, right?
We're going.
So obviously, with any strong electromagnetic field, you could potentially develop cancers.
He can inflict cancer. I know that. So it's
That's
a
what
bit
I
of a
mean.
mad one. It
And because it's on the electromagnetic spectrum, right? That means it's a form of radiation, right?
could be argued. Could be argued because
And
it
then
can.
and
Yeah,
then
it can do
what do you
cancer.
do with old age people with pacemakers near you? They will drop dead like flies.
That's what I mean. It's like
I'm
when you
just
use your
saying.
power, it's like yeah, it could be like you can try and be a hero, but you can easily be a villain straight away. So it's like
I don't see it. I don't see it as an advantage. The magnetism is great. Okay, so tell us, how would you use it? How would it? How would you kind of? Why do you want magnetism? What are the benefits? Take us through your thinking.
I'm not saying I'd want it. I'm just saying this is a power. Just throwing it out there to see, the potential good and potential bad.
Okay, what is the potential good of magnetism?
Potential good. Let's say, well, it can. You won't really be affected by anything physical, really. Like,
Hmm.
you won't take damage or anything like that. Say a car's coming towards you, you can create like a shield around you, stuff like that. So that's like a little advantage there. But you can easily, obviously, if you do that and they smash into your shield, and the whole thing car gets like scrapped. People could die. So it's like there's
There's
all sorts of
there's also like there's one thing I always questioned about Magneto's power, right? What
gone.
is the scale of the power? Like for example, if he's exerting this force, right, that could lift potentially thousands and thousands of tons.
Yeah,
Is
he's
there
a
is there
omega level. Yeah.
is there a limit? Is there a limit to the level of what
I'm
he
not
can
sure
do
because I
with it?
think I can't remember what I saw this in which comic, but like I'm pretty sure he's pulled planets and stuff like that. Or he's affected the whole planet. So it's like
So he
yeah,
could actually he could basically inflict a like a what do you call it, one of those kind of polar shifts.
yeah, if you really wanted to.
Okay, so he can bring the next
It's like
stage of, because I always wondered, right? His level of magnetism, does it kind of scale according to like energy output? Is there like a weakness to him? I know for a fact, right? Just underneath it all, he just has like standard human kind of physiology, right?
yeah,
It's not.
just normal but with magnetic powers.
So technically, you could kill him with a bow and arrow.
Yeah, if it can reach him.
So if you're a caveman with a stone head arrow, you could take him out. That's insane, right?
Potentially if you can reach him, yeah. It's like not like he's invincible, but it's like he's definitely hard to kill.
I don't think he is.
I think he's hard to kill in this day and age. In this day
No,
and age, I'm saying. You think he's not hard to kill? Then think about it,
right.
you got like shields, you can actually manipulate metal around you and create like blocks and
But he can't
someone
even
shoots
beat.
something metal at you.
But he can't even beat a Muay Thai fighter.
I mean, if you could throw like a car at him, then yeah, you know what I mean, you could. Yeah.
No, but I meant it like I mean like, oh, like Magneto, I haven't seen you in a while. Clinch. You know what I mean? What'd you do then?
Lynch. Oh yeah, hold on, let me get a car real quick.
Yeah, but what's he gonna do? What, gonna throw the car at himself and the Muay Thai fighter?
Hey, bend it around him, I'm assuming.
No, but how would he distance, like, so like, okay, you're Magneto, right? I go in for a handshake.
Yeah.
I clinch up with you. How are
hmm
you now going to separate me from you to get me around that car?
Okay. Let's say you
And
talk about
plus,
like
how are you
like in the everyday
concentrate?
thing.
And how are you concentrating while I'm throwing knees to your midsection?
Okay, let me say if that was me and I say if I got it's like you say like a normal day thing, like I just shook
Yeah,
whoever's hand and they started attacking me. What's to stop me from, I don't know, the metal on my belt? I could impale him with it. So you know what I mean?
yeah. But the problem is though,
You
does
know
he
what I
need
mean?
to concentrate to do it? How much
I think
concentration?
it's
How much?
like an extension of your body in a way, you know what I mean? So it's just you just check it out there.
Ah, man, I see. There's too many drawbacks for this one. Okay, so what about the? See, I think there's better powers than magnetism.
That is better. I'm not saying there's differences. I'm just saying there's in this day and age, how would it be, used if you could use it, good, bad. Well, bad, it'd be easy, I guess.
I think, yeah, bad's way too easy, man.
Like you'll be like a global threat, and
Well, think about it, right? The basics of an magnetism is you could potentially become an EMP. Like you could
yep,
generate an EMP. You can basically fry every bit of electronics within a ridiculous amount of radius. It's like, so for example, if he
you
was
can do the
able
whole
to
world if
emit,
he wants.
well, if he
So
wanted to, that's what I mean. He could set humanity back to the Stone Ages
yeah,
by just basically wiping out all the progress. Because Unless what protects you from EMP pulses? Probably some sort of lead lining, right?
I'm not even sure how this.
Yeah, I mean the radiation you use lead, so I'm assuming there must be some sort of EMP protected kind of safeguards.
That's not very common though, is it?
No, but for
A lot of things will be shut down.
no, but I know you saying it's not common, but I'm guessing for critical infrastructure it probably is as a global panic, because during the Cold War, right, you were there was threats of nuclear armament, right, and
Hmm.
the first thing that happens after a nuke goes off, apparently, a massive EMP pulse is a byproduct of detonating a nuke. Therefore, electronics etc. gets fried as part of that. So I'm guessing critical infrastructure will have some sort of safeguard against EMP attacks, because otherwise, right, everyone
Hmm.
will be triggering EMP pulses.
But yeah, EMP pulses are they're not that easy to do, are they? So it's like, say for some reason you had the magnetism out and the army comes after you, you could pretty much stop the whole thing. I don't think they have something to stop the EMP pulse from stopping their weapons working and
Probably,
stuff like
yeah.
that.
I mean, look, I'm just saying, right? There's kind of pros and cons. I
There,
just
yeah.
I just don't like the concept of magnetism. There's too many unknowns. It's too it's like saying, oh, I'm going to have the power of telepathy, or I'm going to have like I'm going to have the power of the Phoenix
Mhm.
and the Phoenix Force, and then everyone's going to say, okay, what's the pros and cons about it? Pros and cons about it. I can do whatever I want. I can meld the I can change the reality around you. You know what I mean? But the
Yeah,
problem
I get
is though, right?
it.
Once you make those changes, can you revert them back? Because like these are where the points get kind of interesting about powers, and this is why I
Hmm.
like having this conversation. Is because with Magneto's powers, with magnetism, with every kind of action you take using those powers, there's going to be consequences because you can't undo it. So, say
Yeah.
for example, you know, you sneeze and then you set off a massive pulse, and it kind of takes everything out within a three block radius, or like 300-meter radius.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean?
That'd be a mad sneeze.
And also having that level of power, right?
Mhm.
Would you want to make it obvious to everyone you have it?
It's a dangerous part as well.
Mm.
But then again, if you use it, it might be a bit obvious because yeah, because like it'll be why is it happening when only certain people are around? And you know what I mean? It's like it might be like probably moving large objects as well. So it's like,
Yeah, but the problem is like
yeah,
also with large objects, right? It's like you're gonna that's so noticeable. Everything you do
yeah.
is just gonna make you a target, and that's my problem here. It's like these powers will just make you a target.
I mean, well, at least you get free travel in a way. You probably can, make a plane just fly across the world to some destination. You know what I mean? Not even a plane. You probably could just you sit in the car and just go somewhere in it.
Do you reckon he gets tired? Do you reckon if you use that power for a very long time for a
I think
sustained
there is
amount?
like a, I think there is like a certain amount of
Well,
fatigue that does get
no,
involved.
no. There has to be, because anything that requires energy, there must be a power to fund it. You know, it's
Yeah,
like the laws of thermodynamics. You know, energy
yeah.
is never
Especially
kind
if
of
you're doing like a massive like global scale thing, you definitely would
well, because it's
put
not
some
look,
sort.
it's not perpetual energy. It just doesn't come out of thin air,
Yeah.
right? It has to come from somewhere. And that's all I'm saying. Even if it said, well, no, it comes from the magnetic poles which is emitted from the planet, but someone has to focus it and direct it, and that's the part that requires energy. It's like
Yeah.
if you're going to be the lens that focuses that power of magnetism on an object, right? That lens has to require some sort of effort of focus, right? That focus takes
Hmm.
energy. It's like when you concentrate, you get mentally fatigued.
Yeah, I'm trying to see the downside because I know you get tired, but it's like, what's the drawback? Like, you think
I think
Like if you're like in midair or something, and like you get tired, and you just drop out of the air or something, or
yeah, yeah. Let's get like for example, right? What if you like?
that'd be bad.
What if you yeah? What if you like just pass out? Kind of done.
Oh damn! Like lifting up a whole oil tanker, then you like pass out and it just drops over a city, and oh,
That's it.
that'd be mad.
I was gonna say
Oh good.
the only real way so like you could use the problem is though, I would do it as parlor tricks. Me personally, right? The way I would use
Hmm.
magnetism, I will do it in subtle ways that no one would actually know I have it. And I'll do it in a
Like
way
how?
that would kind of manipulate, like for example, go into casino, hit a jackpot, like
Oh,
win big, just win
that'd be
big,
good.
win a lot of money, win so much money that you can retire or have a modest living, right? And then from there, use it to kind of manipulate the world in a way that you want it to kind of be. And you could do that very easily. For example, oh, I'll put all my money into Google. Oh,
Hmm.
Amazon's data, was it AWS infrastructure went down? How'd that happen? Oh, I don't
Oh
know how that
wow.
happened.
See,
Oh,
you'd
but
be a bit of a villain. Okay, I see it. I see it.
well, I'm just saying not villain,
But
but
no
I'm
one
just
can
saying,
prove it. It's
yeah,
like,
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Oh, went down. What are you gonna do? Exactly nothing. And that's what I mean. I will do it in a subtle way because it's like when people say you win the lottery, there will be signs. Yeah, there will be
yeah,
signs. I have superpowers, but there'll be signs. And plus, right? Do you really want to be a superhero? Do you know how?
it's like a yes and no. It's like
Do you know how
it's a
demanding
lot
that
of
is?
effort. Yeah, it's a lot of effort for no thanks. Well, not much thanks either.
It's not only that.
Plus, how do you differentiate between saving someone over here and someone over there? Like, if you pick one, you're still villain in someone else's eyes for not saving both.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
and
the
it's
whole
not like
moral dilemma.
it's not like it's a cool superpower to kind of help you do superhero things. Like you know what I mean? Like it's not like a Superman. Superman could be
Hmm.
everywhere at once. Well, if he wanted to, he could. But like magnetism, no, I can't do that. I've only got a subset of skills that can only do specific set of tasks. It's not going to be like a end all and be all of kind of solving every problem. You know what
Would
I
you use it
mean?
for travel? Yeah, I get it. Would you use it for travel though? Like, if you want to travel to a different country or something like that.
Problem is though, like, do you like traveling alone? That's the question.
You can use like I say, you could get a car or a bus or something.
Yeah, but dude, like, how
But then people
fast?
know, yeah,
But
yeah,
how fast are you going to be traveling in that? So, oh,
that's true.
I want to go to Tokyo, but you're going 100 miles an hour. Do you know how slow that is?
It's like a couple of weeks, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's what I mean.
Damn. Well, okay,
Because
yeah,
also, I always thought magnetism for Magneto, right? Even flying, he's not flying that fast.
no,
You're not going from here to kind of New York in like an hour.
that's him flying though. He's not moving something, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but like what I'm saying, him flying to a different continent is slower than our most conventional means of travel. It's better of him just catching a flight. It'll be quicker because he's still going to be subjected to G forces
Hmm.
because there is no fuselage, there is no like cockpit or anything.
Just straight power. That's it.
That's well, yeah. Think about it. That much wind resistance tearing against your skin.
Yeah, it's true.
You're traveling
That's what I'm saying. You
300 miles.
grab a car or something, and you just make it fly across the world.
Yeah, but the problem is though, how far that car has to be aerodynamic? Does it have the same aerodynamics as a plane?
Grab a plane then. What?
I'm just trying to point out things, man. And where are you going to get a plane for if you're trying to hide your powers, dude? Where are you going to
That's
store
true.
this plane? Every time you want to go
I
out, where are you going to keep it?
think it's flat packet. You know, you got the power to.
And then what? You have to assemble it, and you have to build a model kit every time you want to go holiday. No
It's
thanks.
unflat packet. You just use your power to like,
How about
you
this?
know what I
How
mean?
about this? How about this? Right? Use the powers, win some money, catch a flight, buy a private jet, whatever. Just use conventional methods of travel.
Yeah, it's probably less. You know, yeah, it's more subtle that way.
Hmm.
Imagine winning the casino so much, so no one can. People are questioning you, but they can't prove it.
Just keep going to a different
You're like,
casino
"Oh,
every
I'm just
time.
lucky, you know. Just
I'm just saying, go to a casino, go to a different casino all the time. Don't go to the same one. Like, go to different
yeah, true.
countries, play their casinos.
Imagine that. Then you end up on the that world news like this guy somehow he scammed all these places, but they can't prove it.
Well,
That'd be a
look,
massive
look,
conspiracy.
I don't think it's I don't think it's a big deal. I honestly don't think it's a big deal.
Yeah,
And
fair enough.
that being said, should we move on to the next superpower?
Okay,
Okay, my superpower
go on.
is so I was thinking, okay,
Mm.
Nightcrawler teleportation or
Or
Goku's instant transmission or Goku
mm.
and Vegeta's instant transmission.
Well, you got the upgrade, didn't you?
Mm.
Mm.
So I was
Mm.
thinking I would probably want to do Nightcrawler's transmission, not Goku's. And there's a
Why is
reason
that?
why. Goku's one is tied to his ki. I have none. Therefore, therefore is limited. Nightcrawler's one has ability, it has usefulness. And
It
I,
does.
because
Mm.
Nightcrawler's one isn't as rangy as Goku's, but it's quite far. I think it's a couple of miles he can do it. And he needs to be able to visualize the place.
I think he has to see the place before he goes or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends. Like the instant transmission depends on like the rules of it because
The rules
if you
of
can
it.
just use it, it'd be
Well, no,
it's fine.
I know, because we've got to be fair about this, right? I think the rules of instant transmission should be tied to what Goku does. And the reason why he can't do long distance is because he doesn't have enough ki. So he has to break it down into smaller set of journeys because he can't,
Who
because,
Goku?
yeah, he can't do,
Because I'm
no,
sure he's gone like planets and different dimensions and
I think there's been episodes where he's had to kind of stop at somewhere else and then do it again.
like, you don't just he does like
I'm
massive jumps
sure,
out of the blue.
pretty sure I'm right on this one. Let me just look this up.
I'm pretty sure he's done massively because he jumps to the afterlife and comes back to Earth and he goes to Namek and he comes back. He just you know what I mean? It's like he just does it quick.
Let me look it up. But aside from that, what would you use teleportation for?
Teleportation, definitely travel. I'll be like, wait, how far can we go? You talk about that worldwide or just like a few miles at a time?
I think a few miles at a time is sufficient enough.
Oh, okay, it changes things. Because if it was worldwide, I'd be taking a piss. I'd be like, oh, you know what? I fancy lunch. I fancy some Thai lunch. Go straight to Thailand. If it's a couple of miles, at least it'll cut
Um,
down travel time. Hmm. But how many times can you use it? Can you use it like one after another pretty quickly?
yeah, of course. Like you know,
Or
like I think how Nightcrawler used it when he was
yeah,
fighting against the agents in the original X-Men movie.
interesting.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
So it's directly linked to Goku's ability to sense ki, and his energy control.
So you can't. So in this rule, you can use it or you can't use it.
You can use it, but because we got poor sense of control, it's not going to be really that that
It might
useful.
not end up where you want to. So night crawlers is more accurate in this sense. Yeah, I just use it to travel around. It's like you know, I just meet this person such and such over here, or I just yeah, say if he needs to go to a motive or something like that. I'll be last minute. I just yeah, you know, I'll see you there at 9 o'clock and get ready at like 8:30. Yeah, be there on time. Just
So
oh,
his range is about 2 miles.
2 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, I'll use it for just travel around London. That's the thing. But I'm trying to think how you could do it subtly without not many people noticing. Because it actually makes like a whole sound. There's like a whole there's a little puff of smoke as well. So it's like he skip crowds pretty easily though. That'd
That's
be
what I
pretty cool.
mean. I think with night vision's BAMF or whatever he calls it, his teleportation, it's
Yeah,
not actually what would you call it? It's not actually traveling really really fast. It's actually him. He's going through another dimension to get there.
yes. Well, I saw that on is it X-Men Evolution?
Yeah,
He goes to some weird dimension and they slowed it down to look at it.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
they effed it all up. That was mad.
I think he goes through like hell or
Yeah,
some
it's all like that. They had
some.
dinosaurs and crap. I was like, eh?
It's crazy though.
That's an interesting power to have though. Like you can make it useful, but if you're trying to be subtle, that is tough. That's yeah, it's tough. How would you use it in
Oh,
without like being
so
too obvious about it?
the reason why I really want it that they just it's just for local it's just to make every day a little bit more easier. That's pretty much it. Oh, don't it's like there's like everyday conveniences that really annoy me, and that's why I thought, you know what, I would love to have Nightcrawler's teleportation. It's like, for example, queuing up for something, or when you have to get ahead. It would, like, for example, right, when you're coming back from the boxing, right, and
Oh
you
yeah,
had to go in the underground, and I'll bet you the walkways out of was it Wembley or O2?
O2.
Coming out of O2 was probably a nightmare.
It was because we drove there and yeah, it took like 40 minutes to get out the car park alone. So
That's what I mean, right?
yeah,
So
the
imagine
teleportation would
if
have been real good then.
imagine you had 2 mile radius, you're already in the car with the boys.
We're getting out of there real quick. I know that.
That's what I mean, though. It's like things like that. Oh, you need to go to the shops. Sorted. You need to go, like, for example, if it's like if your workplace is 2 miles away,
Yeah,
bam. The amount of money you save in travel alone.
that is true.
Like, see,
Fuck, that'd be a big expense.
I like to think of practical uses, and you could save people with it as well because you could just teleport in and teleport out. Obviously,
That's
there's
true.
going to be limits to it, but it's a very good super. See, I'm selfless. Look at that. Look, I gave you a selfless use case here. That's completely feasible and is not ridiculous, and it won't give people cancer. Brilliant, I am. You know what I mean, that's a selfless act right there.
I'll probably use it like
And
you know what?
guys, I
Oh,
was
God,
gonna say, and guys, see what I mean? I'm a selfless person. Put that in
be
the comments.
selfless. Okay,
Yeah, damn straight. Like,
Mr. Selfless over here.
all
All right.
right. Yeah, I was gonna say. So, like, yeah, I would just use it for everyday convenience. Like,
What about like
imagine.
I can imagine like I'm just here like you know what? I fancy a drink from the fridge. Just pop down, pop up. Just,
Yeah, but
you
also,
just that'd be silly, but
imagine if someone gets on your nerves, teleport in, slap them, and then
oh,
get out again.
I imagine it. The thing is, and you do it when there's no cameras or nothing.
Do you know
They'll
what
be
though?
saying it's you, but it's like they'll be like, "Nah, what are you talking about?" So you'd be gaslighting them in the
Do you know what I
in the
do?
wildest way.
I'll just do it. I'll make someone feel like they're losing their damn mind. I'll go into their living rooms, just change one thing every day. Just change one thing.
I just remove like light bulbs and stuff.
No, no, no. I'll just do. I'll do something weird, like, oh, forgot to close the fridge door. Like, just little things like that. Oh, you left the heating on at max while you're at work.
I'll be like, they'll be like,
You
okay,
left.
I'm going to work now.
You,
They look
you,
down. Where's all the
you,
shoelaces gone? I was like,
no, 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 no. You can't. No, okay.
no, just one shoe. I'll take
No,
the
no,
shoelaces off
no,
the left shoes. That's
no.
it.
Stop it. No.
Wait,
You,
stop it.
that is to see you. This is why you
I'm
shouldn't
going
be
to the church.
allowed.
That's it.
You can't be allowed to do pranks because yours is bullshit. There's no psycho. It is. It's utter bullshit. There's no psychological. There's no psychological component. It's just childish nonsense. I'm trying to make a man feel like
I
he's
just
losing his facsimiles.
no,
You're
I'm just doing
just
like
trying to get someone to trip over, and it's
no,
obvious.
no. It's like it's a big inconvenience to them.
Yeah, but the problem is he knows someone's done that. Sorry, I hit my mic. I hit my mic. Okay. He knows someone has done that. That's the point. He
Mhm.
knows someone has done that. The pranks I'm doing is making him questioning his, his
It's
facilities.
sanity.
Yeah, he wants to know. I want him to think. Maybe I did leave the kettle on. Maybe I did leave the fridge door open. Maybe I did leave the bath tap running. All of these add up to the point of where the person is now questioning their own sanity. You, on the other hand,
Oh,
want to just do childish pranks.
not to make it life inconvenient for them.
Yeah, but the inconvenience, he knows someone is doing it to him. That's the problem. My issue is with your one, is eventually
Mm.
he'll just kind of suss it out.
Well, that's someone's breaking in, taking his shoelaces and leaving.
That's it. He's going to say, "Oh yeah, okay, I know someone's doing that to me," and because but my one is maybe I did do this. I want him to question. I want him to have like some sort of moral conflict.
Like, am I losing my mind?
That's
What
it.
the?
That's it. And that's how I would use those powers in a malicious way. If I wanted to do a malicious way, that's probably the way I do it.
Oh man, that poor person.
Exactly. Brilliant. Like imagine this, right? You had a post it up to go to his kid's concert or whatever, and you go in and you just rub out the date and he forgets. The psychological damage you could do to the child and his relationship. Just
Wow.
crazy. And all
These man are
because
like,
you can teleport.
these will give someone like some sort of chance to live a normal life.
Ah,
You just finishing their life. They'll be out in therapy non-stop.
that's what I mean though, but that's the beauty. That's the beauty of what I'm trying to get at, right?
Oh gosh.
I'm trying to explain to you how I would use these powers in a malicious way. Now, the good part, how I would use it to help people. I would do
We
the
go.
kind of selfless act of teleporting people out of danger and
Hmm.
all that other jazz. But then, what about doing some Robin Hood type stuff?
Go on.
Like, for example, there is, you know, uh, industry secrets. Say there could be like some pharmaceutical company sitting on the cure to something. Use my powers to get that out and get it out into the public. Like proper Johnny Mnemonic stuff.
Oh, I see what you mean.
When you had the cure for whatever disease. I watched that movie the other day, actually. Oh my God, that movie holds up so well. Um, yeah, I like that level stuff I would do.
Interesting points. Interesting points. Like I said, like people that burn the building, you probably pull them out, or teleport them out.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think that, the fun in the power is doing the pranking stuff and just watching them unfold
That's just
over time. But like,
like you sitting there watching them at work, just lose their mind.
yeah, it's like in the office,
That's
how
true.
Jim used to prank Dwight. It wasn't
Yeah.
just straight up pranks; it was psychological damage. That's what you want to do. So that's me. There you go. Ta-da. Like and subscribe
Teleportation
if
to
you like
ruin
these
lives.
ideas. Sorry,
Teleportation to ruin lives.
that's it. I'll do it. I like that. Okay, what is your next power, sir?
My next one, it was. Let me think. Which one was gonna go for next? Which one go for next? Where is it? Put it somewhere. Is it? Okay, weather manipulation.
Ooh,
'Cause that could be good and very bad at the same time. So
hmm. Okay, so when we say weather manipulation, are we talking about every?
like Storm's powers, but you can change
But
weather
it
and
was only localized to where she was, right?
she could do worldwide at some point as well.
See, we need to scale it back a bit. If we talking
Let's
about
scale it back, like
no, no,
local.
no, no. Are we talking about Storm in X-Men 95, or are we talking about Storm Omega level in the comic Storm?
Good question, it should be. Um, let's just say globally. Could she do that in 97?
No, she couldn't do it in 97. She
I'm not
didn't. She
sure.
wasn't. She wasn't a mega level in 97. Let me ask
Mm,
her.
was it?
All right, let's find out. All right. She is listed as an Omega level.
She did large scale with yeah, planetary. She could do that in 97. So yeah, we did say globally. We're not.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's leave it as that. Cool. You got weather manip. You can change it wherever, locally or wherever. It's up to you. I think it's got some good benefits. Like you could help a lot of people. Like it also f up a lot of things as well. So
Yeah.
like, imagine you, I don't know, you stop a drought somewhere, some hot place that ain't got like much water. You can like give them a lot of
Yeah.
water.
You know, that's going to be the kind of go-to kind of uh,
Yeah,
helping trait. It's like let's water some plants.
but then again, if you do that, do you mess up somewhere else and like cause like a hurricane or tornado some other place in the world because you change the whole atmosphere pressures and all that stuff?
Sorry, just right. Sending someone a quick message. Okay,
Cool.
yeah. What about a butterfly effect on the weather?
That's what I mean. It's like you help somewhere, one place, does it mess up somewhere else?
No, it does because that's how weather works. So that's pretty much it. It's like, hmm. Okay. So what about so if you were to okay, hypothetically, right, you use
Hmm.
it to kind of water the plant somewhere else. That water
Yeah,
has to come from somewhere.
yeah.
So where's it
It's yeah,
coming from?
atmosphere. Just pulling. I'm guessing you're pulling the necessary molecules for it.
Yeah, but the problem is though, it has to go through some sort of process of where the seawater evaporates, turns into clouds, and goes through pretty much all that.
Yeah. So yeah, you'll be pulling and
You,
changing pressures and
I'm just
stuff
saying,
like that.
one area where you're kind of preserving, you're probably going to destabilize another habitat.
Is it? Yeah, that's what I mean. Is it worth it? Even if you do it on a small scale, would it have like a big effect?
That's what I'm thinking. I honestly don't think um, there's going to be a penalty-free variant of her powers. Like, for example, I can understand if you're generating lightning. Lightning is pretty much a simple thing to do. You're just charging ions in the atmosphere, right? And then it creates a lightning bolt or something. And winds is
Hmm.
just basically hot air, hot and cold air kind of compressed. And that's how you get winds. Um, or currents or drafts. I think that's how winds work anyway. I'm not a
Even
weather
without pressures.
specialist, but I know it involves friction between hot and cold air. And then what about yeah, so like it's a bit of a hit and miss really with her powers.
It is. You can change temperatures as well.
But the problem is though the
So
irreparable
yeah,
damage you could do to an atmosphere and not being able to undo it.
even though it's like you may use it for a bit of convenience, like oh, it's a bit cold today, let me warm up like by like a few degrees.
And that's it, bam, you just killed
Without
off a subspecies.
imagine.
I mean, no, it's true
Like
though.
yeah,
It's because
it's
like
kind of it's icy today. I don't want
yeah, look, but look, right,
it.
what
You
it
could have like all the
because
bees or something. Oh damn.
because what it is that there's there no each environment has a very kind of bespoke ecology, all right,
Hmm.
and that kind of environment will have its own kind of chain of life where you would have kind of alphas and the rest of it, and it's like this food chain. You disrupt anything in that food chain, you're killing off subspecies. And it's funny, it was one of the things we learned in Amsterdam was like as part of the trip as Talia was growing up was
Mhm.
this kind of chain of subspecies that you can kill off by just removing a variable. I mean, you change one variable, you might have the most symbiotic environment, right,
Mhm.
where everything is kind of feeding off everything. But the problem is, right, the energy comes from one direct place, and that's the sun. And you cut that off, or you change the temperature, or you kill off a subspecies, you're potentially killing off a food supply for another animal. And
That's
then
true.
there's going to be, I'm just saying, there's like when you see things like that, then you and then also you got to think about migration of animals, animal patterns as well, because
Oh man, that'd be bad.
oh yeah, I mean, think about it. I'm just saying the powers come at a cost, and I'm just saying I would use Storm's powers to do something very different.
Like what?
Like charging a battery using lightning.
That'd be. You know what? That, yeah, in this day and age, yeah, that'd be it.
No,
Having the
imagine,
power to charge stuff.
yeah, exactly. Imagine
Imagine saving on the electric bill. Oh my
yeah,
days.
powering a
Oh, man.
city, just powering, but just go to an area like for example, right? Or like the desert, like everyone talks about creating enough solar power. Actually, I tried to use AI to work this out because there was always a theory about someone saying if you had 2 kilometers of solar panels in the desert, you'll have enough to power a large country. And I think it
Mhm.
turned out to be absolute nonsense because the amount of materials it'll take to create 2 square kilometers of solar panels, sorry, and then being able to kind of clean, maintain, and charge, and then collect all that energy into batteries. It's like,
Mhm.
yeah, it's pointless. Um, it doesn't scale apparently. So, well, that's what AI told me. But there must be a reason why we haven't done it. But anyways, right, just going back to my earlier point, you don't need solar panels for this. This will be direct lightning strikes into a kind of what I don't know, whatever to capture the bottle the lightning
Interesting.
or harness it. So I mean
But
that's
would
how I
it?
would use it. I mean it's a very simple use case.
But would it affect like the magnetic sphere of the world or anything? You think?
I don't know. I don't know how
Because
lightning. I
I
don't know. I don't know what creating ionizing the atmosphere to create lightning charges do. Let's see. Does yeah, lightning does occur by ionizing the atmosphere. And guess where I learned that from? Star Trek.
it's useful.
Very useful.
It's always like a learning thing.
But maybe there is drawbacks from it.
Yeah, there's pros and cons.
I
But
I
imagine
I,
like
I
the
think I think the biggest pros and cons of it is like trying to not use it for sustained amount of time and being cautious about how you use it. I think Storm's abilities are like great, but I think on a global level it just doesn't work well. I mean, to do it in a localized area for a short amount of time, where the population mass is like say um like a I'll say like I would say suburban, but like kind of
Mhm.
more citywide, then it makes sense. But to do it on a grander scale, like say countrywide, nah, can't do that, man.
Okay.
Just saying, like you will end up killing something that something depends on, and then end up screwing up some sort of ecosystem.
Possibly. Or like say if you change it like the jet streams in the air, you like you do something for yourself, but then you drop like 5 planes out the sky. It's like,
Oh,
oops.
definitely, yeah.
So, uh-oh. I just want a bit of a cool breeze and look what happened. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like, oh man, so
Hmm,
much to think about that power. It's like you get more, you probably die of stress from having that power.
hmm. Okay, my next power
You go on.
is I want to be able to read thoughts. I don't want telepathy. I want to be able to kind of project. I don't want astral projection. I don't
Mhm.
want the ability to lift objects or anything with my mind, because there's all sorts of like weirdness that comes with that. I just want the ability to read minds. That's it, and only one mind at a time.
But can you switch it on and off? Or is it just like
I
whenever
look
it
at I
happens?
look at you, I can read your mind, and then if I look away, I can't.
Oh, that's a bit of a tricky one.
Why?
Just imagine you read something you really don't want to, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, oh
If
yeah.
you look at someone and they're like having the worst type of thoughts, you're
Look,
like,
look, 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 look,
why did I
look,
look at
look, look, look. You got to be built for it.
him? Fair enough.
You got to be built for this one. You can't. This isn't like soft of heart. You have to be. No, you got to take scrutiny. You got to take it. Like if someone is like smiling to your face and go, "Oh, Adrian, I really think like you're such a great guy. Thank you for helping me." And then the back of the thought is, "This guy's such a dick. I can't stand him. What a arsehole." And then like you putting up a sweet face. So I'll be like, just be yourself.
Yeah,
Be
yeah, I
yourself.
get that.
But
But see,
the but
once
the
you read
hardest
thoughts you don't want to
but the
know,
but the hardest ones will come from loved ones.
oh, imagine that.
Yeah. Like imagine you
Especially
find out your parents hate you.
like here comes this fuck up again.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
flipping screw up.
No, imagine
It's like,
that.
what?
Imagine that you learned you're a mistake.
I don't even have him. The
Exactly.
hell?
Imagine you discover your wife doesn't love you.
Oh man,
Oh,
that'd be
imagine you discover your child isn't yours.
oh, like when I'm gonna tell him. Is that I maybe never tell him. Oh man, I mean,
But you know what? I'll take it all. I'll have that power. I would love it.
but the things it might be unprovoked. You might just look at them and it's like it just happens. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I didn't
but
say nothing.
it depends on what kind of person you are, right?
True.
Because if you are a very reactive person, then wrong type of person to have that power. Wrong type of person. If you're kind
Yeah.
of, I wouldn't say passive, but
Oh man,
if
I
you're a
was thinking.
if you're a problem solver, that's the perfect
Mhm.
power to have.
I don't, imagine being reactive and like you read someone's mind and like you just crack them in the jaw.
No,
But
no, no, no. You
people,
can,
no, I mean saying people will see you just crack them in the jaw for no
yeah, for
reason.
no
But
reason. For no reason.
it's like, it was like, no, he thinks
Yeah,
this. It's
yeah,
like
yeah. But
you can't even prove it
you
now.
can't
It's
even
like,
prove it. Yeah, exactly. Imagine someone did something so horrendous to you and you can never prove it,
yeah,
and you
but you can
know
hear
it.
them thinking about it.
Yeah, yeah. And they're laughing
Uh,
at you.
yeah, but at least you can plot revenge and whatnot.
Yeah, but the problem is though,
You
right?
can't react.
Yeah, can't react. You have to hide your cards.
Hit the long game.
That's it. Okay, now what is the good about the power?
Definitely intel. A lot of intel.
Exposing truths. You could
Hmm.
be the next WikiLeaks. You could be.
It's a fair point. A fair
Look,
point.
you could be the next WikiLeaks guy and you could do anything you want. Think about it, right? So, for example, from a distance, you read Trump's mind. You read,
Hmm.
a prime minister's mind. You read whoever's mind, and you've collected all this documentation, but you got absolutely zero proof, right?
Hmm. Go
That's it.
on.
You got to leak it. You got to leak it through whistleblowing.
Imagine that. And you gotta hope they don't track you.
But do you know what I would use it for?
What would you do it for?
I would go to every person that's written a bloody UFO book, UFO encounter story, any of that, and just use
Ooh.
it on them. I would go to Bob Lazar. I would use it on him, find out the truth.
Mm.
And I guarantee you, if I find out aliens don't exist and it's all nonsense, I'll expose it all.
But how would you expose it to them? Like, you know what I mean?
Hmm? Okay.
Like you're saying this is, but they'll obviously deny it. Like,
Oh no, no. Okay, so there's certain lines of questions you can use to find out a bit of information to find out to kind of prove something. So, for
mhm,
example, like I know that entire sentence sounds weird, but what you want is for them to incriminate themselves in a way that makes it obvious they were lying.
yeah,
And you would use kind of questions like, for example, like say for example, people are more defensive if you ask them the question directly. So, say you were, I want to find out your salary, right? And I'll come up to you and I go, Adrian, what's your salary? You go, oh, I don't want to talk about it. It's a bit too personal.
Mhm.
Do you know how I would ask you that question again, the second time?
Interesting.
Okay, I'll go, Adrian, did you read that article about, and I'll say whatever your job is. Say you work in, say you work as a a floor assistant in a shop. Oh,
Mhm.
I go, oh, did you hear about the article about the floor assistants in said company? Apparently, there's been a lawsuit about them not being paid enough, and they're saying that they get paid X amount.
Mhm.
You're very likely to respond to say, oh, I get paid way more than that, or I get paid less than that. And then from
Yep.
there, I'll be able to kind of work out. You'll be more forthcoming with the information than me just asking you out directly.
But with the reading powers, do you have to even ask it, or you just like can you
No,
pick and choose what you?
no, because the person would have thought if you ask them directly, right? That's what I mean. That's
Interesting.
the beauty of
Yeah.
it. But like I said, like you can with if I wanted to prove it, I would say, oh, do aliens exist? They hypothetically, if they said no, and I go, oh, so I would ask them questions like, so what was it that made you kind of want to whistle tell, and then slowly build up a picture, and then regurgitate that same information back to them to the point of where it scares them.
Mm.
Because
Yeah.
you'll learn,
Okay. Okay.
because you'll reverse engineer how they came up with the story, right?
Yeah.
They'll be thinking, well, me and my mate Trevor, and I go, by the way, Trevor says hi. You know what I mean? Like you could
Yeah. I get what
use
you
it
said. Yeah.
to kind
Yeah.
of. Oh wait, my mic headphones have come out. My hair.
Come out. Ooh.
There we go.
Technical difficulties at the back.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I
Ah, there we
said,
go.
like I said. Yeah, that's how I would use it.
But what about the line between like
What was that?
control and would it be like manipulation as well? Like, because since you know what you can read from them, is it like a moral compass where it comes to like manipulation and knowing too much type of thing, and you can like steer the person how you want to? Is that like morally bad, or you don't really care
It's
about it?
like I think when you have that kind of level of powers, right?
Hmm.
It comes down to how you as a person would use it. So it's kind of the morality of it all, right? So if you're a bad person, you're probably going to use it to kind of do bad things. If you're a good person, you're probably going to use it to do good things. And if you're neutral, you're going to be neutral.
But wouldn't the temptation of it, no matter if you're good or whatnot, the temptation of like, I can get what I want here type of thing. Is that blur the
Probably,
lines now because of what I mean?
that probably right. There's going to be quite temptations to make your life easier. That's perfectly fine. But at the end of
Hmm.
the day, you got to live with the consequences you use to make live with these powers. Now, there is one element where you think these powers might not be good. Is how long can you live your life reading other people's thoughts? Will it drive you insane?
That's true.
Do you begin to hate the fact that you do it to the point of where you just live in isolation? It's like
Yeah, I get it. Yeah,
it's like imagine having person constantly talk to you and there's never a moment of silence because there's always someone.
yeah.
Now that's what that's like a form of torture, right?
Yeah, so if you
Because
can't turn it off, then
you can't turn it off. You can constantly read and read and read and read.
what happens if you find out like everyone that you speak to, what they say is not what they mean, like every time? Would that like drive you a bit crazy as well? Like you can't really
It
trust people
depends.
what they say?
It really depends because like if that's the case, then how come you're different, right? You have to question it. You got to say like why are you different compared to all these other people? And maybe that's kind of a bad thing because you surrounded yourself with people that don't kind of speak the truth. See, this is why I like talking about powers, guys. It gets you into this kind of philosophical kind of moments where you question morality and how you use it. But like I said, right, really comes down to the type of person you are and how you want to kind
Yeah.
of use these powers. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah. Just yeah.
that was
Bit of a
my
tricky
power.
one.
So what's your next one?
It's hmm, I'm stuck between two. They're different though. It's one's technopathy. So like you can control like basically like cyber, you can control the, electronics, programs, AI, like through yourself, or shape shifting. I'm stuck between those two. It's like
Okay, pick one.
pick one, let's pick one, let's pick one. You know what, techno no, that'll be a bit too. Yeah, actually no, technopathy. Let's go for that one.
I was
Like
hoping you go
maybe
shape shifting. Shape shifting would have been more interesting.
shit, you think so?
Oh yeah.
Let's go shape shifting then.
All right. My biggest problem with shape shifting is
Ooh, here we
right.
go. Mm.
So when you say shape shifting, give your definition of shape shifting first before I jump into the nastiness of
Like
it.
you can literally alter your appearance for any amount of time, and you know, I
Uh,
can go bigger, smaller, change tone, change, you
you
change everything.
change animal.
And mm,
Are we talking about Beast Boy like shape shifting?
no, it's more like mystique level, like that type of shape shifting, like just human.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So human, right? So you can
Mhm.
become a dude or you can become a girl. What
Yeah,
if?
something like that. Or you can change how you look and whatnot.
Okay, so because like I'm gonna say right, this is where it gets a little bit murky, right? So what if you shapeshift into something, you
Mhm.
suffer amnesia, and you forget who you really are?
I was gonna bring that up as well. To be,
Imagine shapeshifting so many times you forget your original base form.
yeah,
That's my biggest
that's
fear.
that's a
So
that's a bit scary.
yeah, it's the fear of losing your identity, right?
And it's like, especially think about it, this day and age, like the beauty standards and whatnot.
Hmm.
It's like you might change your appearance so much you don't look like yourself anymore, even though you kind of do, but like not like a PVO, but it's like you know what I mean, that type of level, like a whole facial like construction, and then
That's what I mean, though. Like
yeah,
also
you'll
like
like lose yourself in a way. Like people like that looking, but they don't like you. So it's like pros and cons, but like at
because
least you can look like
because the
that. But it's
problem
like
is with
the
shapeshifting, there is no benefit for. There's no like there's no like pro for like saving people. It's not a superhero power.
it's no,
No, because it's a
it's not.
selfish power
It is.
for espionage. Maybe espionage perfect. It's the perfect
Yeah.
power to kind of conceal yourself. But also, to me, it's like the fear of losing one's identity. That's my biggest like. I
Mhm.
I don't like
Yeah.
that idea because you're so not comfortable in your own skin that you just become something else.
Yeah, that is a point.
Like that,
Uh,
that's scary. That's like running away from your problems.
that is true. Or
But
why is like a murderess chasing you or something, and run, hit the corner, run into a crowd, and you just change your appearance.
yeah, but that's cool. That's like self survival. There's no different from
Yeah, it's
teleportation.
not like yeah.
But like I said, right, what I'm trying to get into is kind of the moral implications of that kind of power. It's like you
Go on.
said, right, you can't really conform to beauty. You're basically you're applying to yourself kind of body dysmorphia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're not happy with what you are, therefore you change. I'm not saying that's how some people would use it, but also it becomes like I think what happens when you become like used to it, the norm. Also, there are benefits to it. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm guessing when you do it, you do use the power. You can also generate clothes, right?
Yeah.
There you go. You don't have to buy clothes for the rest of your life. Sorted.
Hmm.
You want those latest trainers? Bam, it's on.
And I argue you probably could heal like minor injuries and stuff like that, like
Does it work like
cuts and
that?
stuff. I mean, it'll be like at least. change your cellular shape and stuff. I'm
Oh yeah,
assuming.
it's scarring
You know what
wise.
I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You
Yeah.
can hide scars and stuff. Yeah. But then, what would you use it to like get into kind of like restaurants, cut queues, and all this other stuff?
Well, I look like a celebrity or something, and then you probably could have get a couple of free things, and but it's like, then again, it's you know what I mean.
Hmm.
It's not the real you, and
Yeah, it's
it's,
just
yeah,
pretending to be someone else, man. That sucks.
yeah. Like it could maybe be fun for a short while, but then after a while, it's like,
Of
is
course.
it really the game? You know what
And
I mean? This is
plus,
the real thing.
yeah, the people are not being nice to you because you're you. It's because you're pretending to be someone else.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's my entire issue with it.
But then again, you could become like I don't know. Imagine you could become like an actor, or
That's what I mean, though.
you
But
know what I
would
mean.
you really want to
You
be an
can. That's
actor?
still selfish. I don't, yeah, okay, weird.
Would you
That's
do
like you could.
okay? Would you
Go
use
on.
it? Would you use it to frame people into crimes they did not commit?
Oh my God, that'd be wild. That'd be wild. They'd have to do something atrocious to me to even consider that, if that makes sense. But that'd be wild if you.
No, but would you use it? Would you not frame people? Would
Oh,
you use other people's identities to commit crime so you don't get caught?
it's actually still a selfish thing, but that's actually technically that's pretty smart. It's like what was that? Was that ages ago? I can't remember this. This I think it's a group of people used to rob banks, and the whole time the police were looking for a certain race, but they were masks of the certain race, but then they're like they look for the completely wrong people, so they got away with it for so long.
Yeah,
So imagine doing that on the shape shifting level.
that's what I mean, though, right?
You
So,
never
like,
get caught. You can change clothes, face, height,
but that means you're
gender.
going to have to carry out a string of crimes.
Oh my god, that'd be crazy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's what I mean, though. It's an interesting one, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's more of a you probably more lean towards villainy if that's the case.
Definitely is villainy.
Then how can you be a hero with this? That's what I'm trying to.
Don't think you
I'm
can,
sure
bro.
it's like nah. It's more like yeah. It's more like self preservation and looking good to feel good type of thing. But see how
Hmm.
long that lasts.
Yeah, I think so too. I think also like with those kind of abilities and powers, you have to kind of you kind of have to kind of plan out how you're going to use it because
Mm,
also you can't just kind of switch it on in public places. So you have to worry about how it activates, when it activates, how long can you hold the form for? Is it like a muscle? Like eventually does it weaken and you revert back? Like, or do you just take on that shape? I'd like to think you just become what you are, but you just always got to remember your base level.
yeah, it's like an indefinite thing. You can
Yeah.
change it many times as you want.
Yeah,
It's probably
because,
like the mystique type of thing. You just change like quick, not like the. Is it the one in the boys or was it Gen Z? And the person to rip their skin off, and
yeah.
that's a disgusting way to.
That was
That's a terrible way to shapeshift.
insane. Insane way of
You did rip
shapeshifting.
off so much just to change. It's like,
No, man.
damn.
Okay. Is there any more you want to add to this one? Those are my kind of thoughts on it. I thought it was more kind of
I think that's it. I think we covered everything for that one.
cool, cool. All right. So for the last one, I'm going to pick a really, really simple one, right?
Hmm.
And it might sound simple on the surface, but it's let's just say there's kind of pros and cons. And what I'm going to be, what I pick in is basically the Human Torch's power of fire, and we're going to add it and
And
throw in a caveat, right?
go on.
Once you turn it on, it's on forever.
That sounds like
So so you're at that point, right, where you can turn this thing on, but there's nothing to turn it off.
nah, that's a curse. It sounds like a curse. I think didn't Doctor Doom do that to him one time in some sort of comment? I can't remember, was it when he slept with his wife or something like that? But it's like, yeah, he couldn't turn it off, and like he was
Okay, no, okay, let's
panicking.
revert it back.
But I think that's too much.
Let's revert it back. Let's just say you can turn it off and on again, but
But
you have to concentrate.
can you turn it off as many times as you want?
No, no,
Was it like
you have to concentrate when you turn it on. So when you're in the flame form,
Yeah.
It's as long as you can concentrate.
Concentrate how like you have to think about flame
Yeah,
like
just
fire
keep.
the whole time
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah. Like it's like when you focus.
yeah.
So when you go to sleep or you're unconscious, it's off.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, that I think the benefits of it though. So then you got the power of flight, obviously. You can heat things up, but in this day and age, you need to really I mean it's not a bad power to have overall, but it's like you couldn't be really be subtle with it.
It is a power to conquer, though, isn't it?
Yeah, what
It is a power to conquer, and
I'm just trying to find the benefits of it.
they kind of explain where his because he's basically a nuclear reactor, isn't he? That's how he generates all this
It's
additional
like a walking
energy.
sun, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So he's never going to be exhausted of energy when you're in that form. The only thing that stops him is the concentration of staying in that form.
But I guess with enough practice, you'll be
Yeah,
probably
but
stay as long as you want.
the problem is though, like you could like lose concentration and bam, you're out of it.
But how much like you said like unconscious or
Yeah, yeah. I
a
mean,
severe distraction, but it's like
how many times has Johnny Storm been knocked out and he's gone back to human form again? Plenty of times.
I I get it, but in this day and age, you really get how many times you get knocked out, you know what I mean? It's like
Well,
unless you
yeah,
fly like into like a building or somewhere stupid like that, then
yeah,
it's like
but
that's your
remember,
fault.
he is vulnerable.
Yeah,
He's one of the most. He's like the weirdest Fantastic Four member. He gets his ass beat on a like a regular basis to the point where
yeah.
to the point where he got embarrassed in Deadpool.
Oh, you got
Dude lost his
but that's like
skin.
that's a special weapon that actually took him down, isn't it? So it's like I
Mm,
guess I guess the world government will probably do that at some point if they see it as a threat, if they catch on, but it's like
mm.
until then.
So, what would you use his powers for? I got already got a list of things I would use his powers for.
Assuming this is like your would would it be like a solar can you emit solar like energy and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's like a walking sun.
Yeah, so I guess if you got like solar panels in your house or something, you could just
Oh no, dude, you don't even need that. Like you could just make thermal energy. Like
as well.
just turn him into like one thermal reactor. Become a thermal reactor for a short amount of time. Me personally, I would use his powers for well, first off, right? It depends, right?
Go ahead.
If it's on the side of saving people, he's
Yeah,
actually one of the few superheroes that can fly at Mach speed because of the because he's basically like a living rocket, right?
yeah.
So he can fly really fast to the point of where he can actually ignite the Earth's atmosphere and wipe out all life. But obviously, don't travel that fast.
I mean, like,
You'll have the ability to go on holiday wherever you want by yourself,
yeah.
obviously, right? You also then have the ability of being like a walking nuclear reactor. Nothing will touch you. Nothing can harm you in a sense of like conventional weapons.
But what about the energy you need to generate the fire? Don't you need like a lot of calories just to?
Well, yeah, probably. But I think with Johnny Storm is once he's in that mode, it's not about his actual energy. It's because he becomes a walking sun, and the sun produces its own amount of energy through what fusion.
So with it, like since it's coming from him, wouldn't it be like you need to have enough calories to generate the energy in the first place, like to spark it up, or
I think once you generate that first kind of spark, I think it just kind of just grows and sustains itself. Because otherwise, right, he would have been
mm,
burnt up in seconds, and it's powered by some bullshit called the power cosmic. So, wasn't it
oh that?
cosmic when he hit by cosmic rays or something stupid
Yeah,
like
comet
that?
radiation. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's already got a level of radiation in him that kind of perpetuates this level of energy that allows him to project this kind of power of the
Yeah.
sun nonsense. But anyways, right? I would use it for that. It's a perfect, good defensive weapon. No one will screw with you or your family, right? You could pretty much live anywhere you want, anywhere you want. Like the cold is never going to be a problem.
hmm So wait, So you wouldn't be subtle about this power at all then?
Oh, absolutely not. No, this is
Fair
this is
enough.
this is this is a powerful war. It's not designed to sit in the sidelines.
But I don't know, wouldn't like governments and countries see you as like a threat?
Send them.
So,
Send them. It's like
oh my gosh.
it's like unless you have your own Omega level mutants, send them. Send your people. It's fine. It was like I would be like, you know how Black Adam was at the end of the movie,
Oh yeah,
Where Amanda Waller said like, if you ever leave, I forgot what his country was called.
I forgot.
Yeah, if you ever leave your kind of weird country, we're going to send the big hitters, and then Superman turns up,
Yeah.
and then he realizes, oh damn.
Ah, that yeah.
There's not,
Yeah.
but if I had the
It can
Human
cause a lot of
Torch's
trouble.
power,
Yeah.
there is not going to be the equivalent of a Superman stand in my way.
That is true. But then I'm just thinking about like the accidental damage you could do in that
No,
form as well.
right. Think about it like this, right? What was that superhero movie with the kid? Brightburn. Was it Brightburn?
Oh yeah, Brightburn, yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
But did he conquer the world in the end? Or was he about to do it before when the
So,
movie ended?
well, no, because it was a bit of a weird ending because he basically faked a plane crash and put all the bodies on there with the plane came down over his house, and he blamed that. But
Yeah.
then in the ending credits, there were articles about other kids with weird powers.
I missed that bit. What I forgot.
Hmm.
So I know they had the message of to take over the world or something, but it's like
Yeah, I think there were. I think they were from a universe where what was it? There were other superheroes, like other weird superheroes. There was supposed to be some sort of weird multiverse with that movie, but they never really got to complete it. I wanted to see a second part to that
there,
movie.
there should be more. So I actually thought that movie was entertaining, to be
I
honest.
like the movie. I love the
And the
concept.
whole concept of it, like what are you gonna do if you really doesn't want to do something?
Well, it was the origin story of a bad Superman.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see where it went. And by the way, right, I read something horrific about Superman.
Which which was just
Well, no, Superman doesn't look like Superman.
oh, I've seen that theory somewhere.
No, it's not a theory. It's actually true.
Like
Superman.
he
So Superman's
what was it?
actually like really alien, like completely alien to the point of where he's, I gotta say, doesn't look pleasing to the eye.
Yeah, see, I'm pretty sure.
No, no,
Yeah,
I'll send you the pic, right? And let's see, Superman, um, alien form. We'll put it in Google here.
hmm. Wait, do you want to finish off Johnny Storm? Then we go
Yeah,
back
yeah,
to
yeah,
the
yeah,
Superman part.
yeah. Go on then.
Yeah, because like, well, yeah, you can fly, you can go anywhere, but it's like I think the collateral damage you probably do by accident that could be a problem.
Yep.
So I'm not sure how much heat you generate in the form and how far it goes, if that makes sense.
Oh, mate,
Now, would you ignite people's clothes and stuff?
you're gonna ignite the planet.
That's something you ignite people clothes and bushes and cars and yeah. And how much energy output is there when you flame on? Is it like a big pulse of heat out of nowhere and just create like some sort of like force as well? I don't know, man. It's like
I think. Hmm. I think with Superman. Sorry, no, I'm talking about Superman. I think with Johnny Storm's kind of firepower. I think it's going to be edge case. It has to be used very nichely,
mhm.
and it's not going to have. Um, It can have hero saving capability, but most of it's going to be offensive. Like it's offensive abilities. So it's like
Mhm.
you got to build to. It's like you have the ability to devastate the world, but not on the form of same level as say Storm, where you can disrupt ecosystems. Because remember,
Yeah.
this is just like like super fire that can just be blasted out everywhere and melt things. And the fact is, he can concentrate and focus on it. He can you can create a focal point where he can channel it all through. It doesn't necessarily have to be emitted everywhere.
But in his form, isn't it like surrounding him though?
No, but like he stood next to other people while he's in that flame form in the comics, and everyone was fine. Like
Oh,
otherwise, like Sue Richards will have to put a containment field around him all the time.
yeah. But would in this level would we have that type of control? If you know what I mean?
I think so. Look. Johnny Storm is a dumbass. He's not a smart man. I'm pretty sure we could figure it out. I mean, the only thing that would ever stop us is having the same, like, if we don't have the energy factory to produce that heat, that's the only weakness.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Oh,
All
sorry,
right.
long day. Oh my god,
Yep.
I'm so tired from
All right.
yesterday.
Yeah, but we are coming to the end of the pod. Is there any more superpowers you would like to discuss, sir? I
Oh,
think I.
we could do a Superman one real quick.
Yeah. So
So if
okay.
we did start it and veered off,
Okay, cool. So yeah, so I just wanted to touch on the Superman one. So let's just finish on
we
this.
go.
For those who are not aware, Superman has a true form, and it's actually not that of a human. And I remembered watching this a while back, and he's actually kind of grotesque. He kind of looks like Kilowog in from the Green Lantern Corps.
Damn, killer work. That is.
Like if
Oh,
you
let me
just
see. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
just write Superman true form and then
yeah. I
look
see
at
the
that.
yeah, yeah. This I did see this. Yeah,
Yeah, so apparently he puts when he was sent as a baby, he basically built a psychological profile or some sort of telepathic profile of the local and became a child that looks like that, and it's a permanent kind of telepathy.
yeah. It's like it's real. Like yeah, if you
Kind of.
had that face running around,
Oh
yeah,
damn.
it'd be. You just classify as the villain straight away.
Oh damn straight.
So,
But I don't know. I haven't read into it. I haven't looked into it to kind of challenge it. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that kind of tidbit. Yeah, cool. All right. So are we done here, sir?
I believe so. Then yeah.
All right, so let's wrap this one up. So, guys, we have talked about superpowers. We've seen the pros, we've seen the cons. What do you think? If you had a superpower, what would you use it for? How would you use it? Are there any negative drawbacks? Put it in the comments if you'd like to have that discussion. This has been a fun one. I do like doing the thinking
Mhm.
ones, but the next episode is going to be a really fun one because Adrian will have a number of hard choices to make. And let's
Oh,
see
no
what
pressure.
happens. So, guys,
Damn.
thank you for joining us in today's episode of A and B to C. It's been your host here, Bob, and I've got my co-host here, Adrian. Adrian, any final words before we call it?
Like, share, and subscribe every time.
Yep.
We
So,
appreciate
guys,
it.
please like, share, and subscribe. We are doing our Ghost of Yota review. We will get that out, and that will be a new
Mhm.
kind of series. We'll start to do shorts, but we'll talk about that later. So, guys, thank you very much for your time. Have a wonderful weekend if we don't see you, and bye.
Peace.